Hey everybody, this is P.J. Reilly from Elite Archery. Got a brand new bow to tell you about today. This one is an Elite. It's the Elite Ritual 30. Elite came out with the Ritual last year. It was a little over 33 inches long. For this year, it's essentially the same bow, a lot of the same features, but not exactly identical. And it's 3 inches shorter. So the name Ritual 30 is 30 inches axle to axle. This is going to be a little nicer bow for the tree stand hunters, ground blind hunters, those hunters who like a little shorter axle to axle bow. So this one's going to be available in 50, 60, 70 pound max draw weight. You can also get 65 as a special order, but those are going to be your draw weight options. The cam is a modular based cam with draw lengths of 25.5 to 30 inches for the Ritual 30. And let's just talk about some of the cool features of this bow. So it's got the same cam as the Ritual from last year, which features a limb stop. That's that Elite solid back wall. You're going to notice a pad here on the inside of the limb tip. The draw stop is going to come around. Hit that, it's just a real solid back wall, so you know when you come to full draw, you're anchored in, that bow's not going anywhere. And incidentally, it's going to come from the factory set at 90% let off. So, but there is some play in that. The draw stop here, you can move, it sits in a channel. You just loosen the screw, slide it forward in the channel. At the max setting, it's going to be 90% let off. If you go forward all the way, it's going to be 75% let off. Obviously, you can play with that position in there depending on what kind of holding weight you like when you come to full draw. So that's a neat feature. And the cam system, it's a 2-track cam system, so there are no yokes on this bow. So what Elite has done, you got to have a way to adjust for different fletchings. If you're getting left-right tears, you got to have some way to deal with that. So because there are no yokes, they have what's called the linear tunable roller. And basically you're moving the cables in and out. If you're having trouble with a right tear, you can adjust the cables, you can move them to the right. If you're having trouble with fletching clearance, let's say you're shooting some big fletchings and they're just not getting the clearance, you can adjust this and move it away from the center of the riser so that you can get that fletching clearance you need. That's a great feature to have on here so that you can tune this bow to any arrows that you want to shoot out of it. Now the riser cage, it looks very similar to the Ritual, but it is not identical. They've played with a couple of the different support systems. The thing you're going to notice right off the bat is this big gap down here. There was a support system in here last year. They took that out. It helped reduce weight of the bow. And also, they didn't want a super rigid riser. They wanted to have some flex in there so it didn't feel like you were just holding on to a hunk of iron when you shot. So they said by taking out this bottom portion here, it allowed a little flexing down low, makes for a softer feel. Up top here, the same thing, they just redesigned some of the cage elements to give you rigidity where it works for you and to allow some flexing where that would work as well. They do have the dual cages again, top and bottom. That just helps makes this a nice rigid bow, great to shoot, comfortable. That's what Elite is known for, is the shootability. This bow has that. One of the other features of this bow that they maintained from last year's Ritual is the efficiency. So the Elite engineers say that this bow is about 88% efficient. What that means is the energy that you put into the bow by drawing back and the limbs flexing, you're going to get 88% of that back out of it when you shoot. That's super high efficiency for bows today, and where that benefits you is, let's say you're a short draw archer, you're only drawing 26 inches. For you to get real great performance, you may have to go to 75, 80 pounds just to keep up with some of the longer draw archers. But if you're getting 88% efficiency out of it, you're not going to need to do that. You can draw 26 inches and still get great arrow performance. Of course, that's going to be efficient for all the draw lengths, but that's just a cool feature of this bow. The IBO speed rating, incidentally, is 332 feet per second. That comes off of a 6 3/4 inch brace height, so it's still forgiving, but yet you're getting that speed, 332 feet per second, which is really awesome. So I had the chance to set this bow up and shoot it a couple times. It's exactly what you'd expect from Elite. It's a real nice draw cycle. It's nice through the shot. It holds nice. I always like a solid back wall. So for me, this bow holds great at full draw. And then the shot, there's very little hand shock. It's pretty much negligible. So it's a real nice bow to shoot. 30 inches, that's a good size. I do a lot of bow hunting, so that's going to be great for that. Great bow from Elite, the Ritual 30. If you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.